What is up, guys? I apologize for looking like an absolute shitbag right now. May not even be able to tell because of the lighting, but yeah, I haven't showered yet. Just got back from the gym. It's like 3:30, so I haven't even showered. I'm dirty as fuck. But this video is from about a week ago. I filmed about a week ago, and I realized the intro was just a little bit too elongated and explained a little bit too much. I kind of went through a little bit of my morning routine, and maybe I'll include some of that in there. But this is going to be the real intro. Basically just explaining my chest day. So I'll do a voiceover for every single exercise, but basically my chest day starts with a pec deck just to really warm up my chest. This is after stretching, of course, but yeah, pec deck just to really loosen up my chest and try to bring those elbows to my two elbows together, or bicep to bicep, as I like to say, and just really get a nice squeeze and get my chest activated before I get in some heavy pressing. Speaking of heavy pressing, the next exercise we go on to is flat dumbbell press. Flat dumbbell press, I perform 3 sets, 2 of 6 to 8, and one back down set of 8 to 10. Then we go on to Smith machine incline bench press, where I perform the same thing: three by 6 to 8, and 2 by 6 to 8, and 1 by 8 to 12. And then I drops at the last set just to a plate and just rep out as many as possible, which is like usually 10 to 12 at that point. Then I get into the incline hammer strength machine, which is just an incline press machine. If you know, if like a flat press machine at your gym, it's just an incline machine. It just presses up at that angle. What the heck is up with this lighting? But yeah, that's a great machine, and I love burning out on that one. I usually go for 2 sets of 8 to 10, and then one back down set, which I'll explain in the voiceover. But it's a rest pause set. Is my last set. Then I go into cable flies, where I do 3 sets of 8 to 12, and then one drop set on the final set. So I just drop the weight and go to failure. Then I go into 2 tricep exercises, which is I do a straight bar push down, 3 sets, and last drops at the last set. And the same thing for skull crushers, 3 sets, drops at the last set, and both those rep ranges are, I believe, in the 8 to 15 rep range. For push downs, I think it's 10 to 15, and then for skull crushers, it's 8 to 12. So that's why I said 8 to 15. But yeah, just wanted to kind of explain that's the workout, and I'll probably show you guys what I did before the workout, like just like what my carb powder that I took, and I'll explain the pre that I took that day. And yeah, guys, just really excited to show you guys this chest day. I think chest is definitely one of my strongest muscle groups for sure, both strength-wise and aesthetic-wise. It's kind of hard to tell aesthetic-wise right now because I am pretty bulked up, but even when I do get a pump, I think my chest does look pretty good and full. I should have wore a stringer in this video, so then I could have shown that better. I did wear a tank top, so it's kind of hard to see your chest, other than the fact that it's like bulging through the tank top. It's hard to see that, like the cuts in my chest during the workout. So yeah, but it is what it is. Still a really good workout, and I really hope you guys enjoy. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get into the rest of this video. Alright guys, I'm about to head to the gym. In this shaker, the mini Helo Mix, we have our Sush pre-workout, the Tequila Sunrise from Gorilla Mode. Really cool design on this tub. And then we have our Raw Pump Squared, you know, because we need that extra pump on a chest day. So yeah, I'm just gonna jump in the car, head on over, and we'll get filming. Alright guys, what is up? I really hope this audio is not absolutely god-awful right now. But here we go. I'm just going to take you guys through my workout. As you can see right here, just warming up with a band. I like to do this just to get my shoulders really loose, as I have really tight shoulders after any workout, like whether it's a leg workout, an arm workout, whatever it is. I tend to just have really tight shoulders in general. So this is a really good way to get them loose. Just some band pull-aparts, some band chest press, as you can see here. Nothing crazy, you know, it's just before a chest workout, and you'll see I do a lot more warm-up stuff other than this. But yeah, and I put this on 2 times speed, guys, so that's why it kind of looks really fast. I put the band up and attached to the top of the cable machine to really stretch out those lats. I hold this for about 20 to 30 seconds. Yeah, as you can see, I'm stepping back there, doing some like unilateral lat pull downs in a way. It's like, I don't know what it is, it just kind of warms up my lats really well, and I find my lats are really strong stabilizers for those heavy pressing movements, which we love to do as a bodybuilder. So yeah, just warming up. take my band off and put my band back in the bag. As you see, these clips are pretty easy to narrate, but yeah, I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. I want to show you guys what I do throughout the whole workout. So, rotator cuff, just kind of some almost like face pulls in a way, almost like single arm face pulls. Just I do 15 reps on each arm. I just do 10 pounds here. So there's the right arm and there's the left arm, and then you guys will see that I bring the cable up to about a little bit higher than my waist. I believe it's almost like level with my armpit. Yeah, so yeah, I'm almost level with my armpit, and I will do actually a little bit higher than my waist, almost in my lower chest. And I will just do some band like pull aparts, not pull aparts, but just like little rotator cuffs to really get my chest warm and get my shoulders warm for the pressing and the flies that we are about to get into. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for my warm up. Let's hop into the workout. All right, on to the next thing that I do for warm-ups, and again, sped up. This is just single arm tricep pushdowns. I find getting blood in my triceps really primes me for pressing, and gets my joints ready to go too. Because you guys got to understand, obviously your muscles are what get pumped up and what look best when you're pressing and when you're getting that pump. But your joints are super important too. They're just as responsible for pressing as your muscles, in my opinion. And really getting those warmed up and the blood around them in your triceps and in your shoulders is super important. So I just go back and forth here, just really lightweight. The stack looks a lot heavier than it is. I think it's only about 40 pounds, but it doesn't really feel like 40 pounds on the stack. It feels like 20. So yeah, just a couple sets of those. And then I believe here in a second, I'm going to switch to an overhead. This is just a different angle, gives me a different stretch on the tricep. And I'm going to be hitting triceps later in the workout, but this just really gets a nice stretch on it. Sorry that my head got cut off here. It was super cramped. For some reason, the gym was really packed right when I wanted to film this video. Not looking for an excuse at all. It was just super shitty. Like, I don't know what happened to occur this day, but yeah. And that's pretty much it. And we'll go on to pec flies. Moving on to our first exercise. This is just another warm up, but it does count as a working set technically. I do 2 sets of 10 to 15 of a lighter weight just to really warm up my pecs and get blood in them, as well as get more blood in those shoulders. And yeah, just really get a nice stretch as I'm going to be doing a flat dumbbell press in my first exercise. You'll see here that my cue, I'm not just trying to bring the handles together. I'm more trying to bring my biceps together. And it's hard to tell from the video, but that's like kind of the mental cue I give myself, is just try to bring my biceps together and almost angle my hands in a way where at the top of the rep, I'm really squeezing with that upper chest. Because that's what we want to build here. We want to build that upper chest. It's such an underdeveloped muscle group for so many people, including myself. So you just really want to build that. And yeah, I just do 2 sets, 10 to 15, and then we get on to the actual workout. So I think this is the last rep here. As you can see, it's not too intense at all. I could have done 5 or 10 more reps. So yeah. All right, moving on. First major press, flat dumbbell press. And I like to do 3 to 4 warm-up sets, guys. So I'm going to be working up to the 95-pound dumbbells in each hand. Those were the 55s. That's my first warm-up set. I do those for 5 reps, put the 55s back on the rack, and then I go and grab the 65s. Which we will be handling here shortly. I find that it's very beneficial to jump in these little small 10-pound increments just to really get your chest ready to press. You don't want to jump into your heavy sets right away, guys, because then you're more likely to get injured, and you're also more likely to not hit the rep range you want to. You want your body to fully be ready to press that heavy weight and be able to overload the more than you were the week before. You want that weight to feel lighter, and it's going to feel lighter by doing more warm-up sets. Not a lot of reps, like not doing like 10, 15, 20 reps, but just doing a couple reps, just really feeling out the weight and getting really comfortable. So I believe I put up a 60, or no, I put up 75 there. I actually think I only did 3 warm-up sets here. I went 60s. 60s were the first ones, and then these are the 75s. So I just do 2, 3, let's see, 4 reps. So 4 reps. Okay, guys, so we did the 75s. Here we are. This is my final warm-up set before my actual working weight. This is where it starts to get actually heavy. And the metal dumbbells are significantly heavier than the plastic dumbbells. Maybe that's just me being a meathead, but I feel that they are heavier. So here's the 85s. You see, they're actually hard getting up for me. And I mean, these is on 1.5 speed. So still, there's 1, 2, and I think I did 3 reps here. Or no, just 2. Okay, just 2. Just played it real safe. And yeah, that's my final warm-up set before we get into the real hard work. Here we go, guys, and now we're getting into our first working set. I am aiming for 6 to 8 reps. Normally, I would be moving up to the hundreds, but the hundreds at my gym are broken, so I've been stuck on the 95s for a couple weeks. Here's the first set. We get them up. And my cues here, I like to bring the weight down nice and slow and explode up through that concentric. See, explode. There's 1, 2. Forgot how many I got here. I believe it was 10, 3. There's 4, 5. After the 5 rep mark, it usually starts to get pretty heavy for me. 7, and I just try to push as much as I can. You know, it's like if you're gonna fail, you know, with dumbbells, you can kind of just drop them at your side. It's a relatively safe exercise compared to a barbell bench. And there, I believe, is the 10th rep, and this was a grinder, guys. But I got that shit up. First time I've ever hit these for 10. It felt amazing. Moving on, guys. Here is our second set with the 95s. Brought a spotter over because I just didn't know if I was gonna be able to get them up as smoothly. But this set went very well as well, and I like to gauge how good my flat dumbbell sets go by how well my chest is getting pumped up. Obviously, when your chest is getting pumped up, you're feeling the movement more. Like when you do a barbell bench and you're kind of just ego lifting and getting the weight up, pressing with every single joint and muscle in your upper body, you're really not getting a great pump. But as with this, you see with the dumbbells, I can't really come down all the way, but like I'm hitting 90 degrees with my elbows. And I think that's most important, bringing the dumbbells down to my chest, and I think I'm getting enough depth here for sure. Going a little bit faster than I would have liked. I'd like to slow down the pace of this set a little bit, but I was just really trying to burn out and get as many reps as I could on the second set. I believe that was the 8th or 9th rep there. I think that might have been the. All right, guys. Moving on, guys. Here is our second main pressing movement. Setting up my tripod incredibly stupidly. Press. This is my favorite movement for building my upper chest. I like to angle the bench to where really it's not like right at my upper chest, almost like at my front delt line, but more almost hitting my lower chest because I find that angle for pressing, when you're pressing upwards, in an incline. Like the bench is already inclined for you. You don't need to have the bar hitting a higher point on your chest. So I think hitting a lower point on your chest. So see, I kind of play with it here until I find that right point. So there, obviously that's way too high, almost in my face. Move the bench back a little bit, and find a way to get more comfortable. There we go. That seems pretty good there. You see my elbows coming down to a comfortable spot. I actually think that might have even been, a little bit too far back. So I moved it forward a bit. And it's always hard to tell with no weight on the bar because obviously you're going to be working up to heavier weight. Here we are adding a plate on. I don't need to do a warm-up set with a 25 because I've already warmed up my chest by doing a foundational pressing movement in my flat dumbbell press. So here, this is my first, I guess, warm-up set, just kind of feeling out the weight, feeling out the movement, making sure the bench is at the right spot. Here we go. There's a couple reps here with just 135. Feeling really light and feeling really good. And be ready, guys, because the pump cover, it's coming off soon. It's coming off. It's not staying on for long. We got a pretty filthy pump under here. And I'm going to get some nice posing videos in this video with hopefully some music here that does not get copyrighted. This is, I believe, 155. Yeah, I don't know why I do this set, but I kind of just feel it out. Feels a little bit heavier. And to move the bench forward a bit. Just kind of playing around with it. And did a rep. Just checking to make sure it's in the right spot. And that will do it for these warm-ups. All right, as you guys saw me in the last video, I loaded up 185. This is my final warm-up set before I get into my working top 2 sets of 280 or 205. And we're looking for 6 to 8 reps, 185, moving very nicely. You can see those you can see that chest flexing at the top, man. That shit's crazy. And this pump's going insane. As you can see, the pump cover's off. But no posing just yet. Just wait for the posing, okay? When you're bulked up, just standing there, you can't really tell what we've been building in there. But just wait for the posing. We got a lot of posing coming at the end of this video. So stay tuned. Be ready. right, guys, here we are for our top set of Incline Smith. So this was actually my second set. I screwed up and the camera was in the wrong place on the first set after I took that posing video. I hope you guys liked the little posing intermission, by the way. I had to get 2 spotters on each side because it's really awkward to spot Incline Smith. These are 2 of my buddies anyway, so wasn't a big deal at all. As you can see, doing lots of preparation, making sure the bench is in the right location after I kind of screwed up on the first set. And here we go. I'm aiming for 6 to 8 reps on this top set. There's 1, 2, 3. This is extremely heavy for me on an incline press. I'm a very weak incline presser compared to my flat press. There's the 6th rep. Let's see what I got here. Did not hit 7, but I got some assistance. 8. Got some assistance, I believe, all the way up to 10. No, 9. So 9 assisted reps. We will take that. 6 by myself, and that's just something to build on every single week. You know, you want to give yourself time and put yourself in a position to be able to progressively overload next week. So the next week, we would come in and aim to hit that for 8 reps, 2 sets of 8 reps, so then we can progressively overload and move on to 210, 215, and then eventually 2 plates on each side for Incline Smith. So yeah, that's it for that. All right, here, guys, this is my back down set, aiming for 10 to 15 reps. Yeah, this is 185. That's 4, 5 reps there. 6. Actually, I think I'm aiming for 8 to 12 here. I spoke there. And I believe I hit 8 or 9 here, if I remember correctly. I think that was 8 reps before I failed. As you can see, the yonkers are falling out of the tank. That's how you know the pump's good when you got that GBT tank on. It's Get Better Today brand. They make the best tank tops. Them in Young LA. And here we are dropping it to a plate. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted there talking about the fit, which is pretty plain for this day. Drop it to a plate. Just try and rep it out for as many as possible to get as much blood into that chest after that final set. So these reps I try to do much more controlled. As you can see, I mean, this is 2 times speed, and these reps even look decently slow. I think you can just tell that I'm going slower. So yeah, this is how I finish off with my second pressing movement. Moving on here, guys, this is my second upper chest movement. This is the incline hammer strength press. Here's my warm-up set with a plate. Just really trying to get as much blood in that upper chest continuously throughout the workout, just so it stays pumped up, and also I'm getting a good mind-muscle connection. And I do my one warm-up with a plate. I believe here in a second I will throw a half on, so a plate into 25. Or as those who bench call it, 185. I don't think this is actually 185 pounds on here. Man, that ass sweat was crazy during this workout. It's been crazy during every workout. Let me hit a little rich flex for you. Yeah, man. But then I believe I hopped right back in here. I don't think I stopped this clip. Let me make sure. I don't know what I'm doing here. Sometimes I just be watching my footage back and I'm like, what are you doing, brother? But, yeah, so hopping in here, 185. I think I just did this for like 3 reps. Bro's Myron low key. Like he was Myron me. But I'm heme, so yeah. All right, guys, here's my working set, 2 wheels. I think I hit this for 10. By this point in the workout, my chest is fatigued, and I'm just looking to get a great pump, stretch, and contraction on these reps. And I was repping this shit out this day. It usually doesn't move this well. It's usually a little bit slower. But man, I was happy with this because my upper chest has always been a weak muscle group, and it's getting stronger. You see, my form broke down in these last few reps, but you know we got to push all the way to failure, regardless of that form breaking down a little bit. You know, get the partials in, yeah. All right, guys, this is my final set of incline hammer strength. I dropped the weight to 185, and this is what I call a rest pause set. As you can see, I was fucking around, talking a little bit here before this set. Not really, bro was kind of just talking to me. I was looking to get some blood up into my chest and get pumped the hell up, but yeah, so here we go, 185. I think I pushed this for like 12, 13 reps. Like I said, chest really fatigued at this point, so just trying to get as much out of it as possible. And yeah, I will drop the weight and go all the way until 25 reps. That's what my rest pause set is. I pause for about 5, 10 seconds, and then I just keep going. Keep trying to crank out as many reps as possible. Just really try and burn that chest out. A little bit of form breakdown there. It is what it is. You know, we're just trying to get that weight up, get that last bit of the motion, and fail there. Unload that plate. I believe I put a 10 on here, so that makes it like 155. Whatever, you know, and no big deal. knowing exactly what the number is. I just know that there's a plate and a 10 on there, and that's what I track in my logbook. So that's really all that matters. Strap right back in. It's been about 10, 15 seconds. Do a quick little glances around, see if anyone's miring. And then hop in here. So that's 2, 3. Let's see. I usually can't get this for more than like 6 after I do that top set. So let's see. That left arm was bugging. It was bugging. I'm not even gonna cap. But see, I was like, shit, man. I thought I'd be able to get way more there, but did not. Um, I believe this is the last part of the set where we go down to a plate here. And just burn out. I'm surprised I even went in on this side. I get like kind of uncomfortable going in on the left side. I have to go all the way around and go on the right side, but we weren't. Man, the boobies are slipping out, man. Like it is nip slippage central. I was almost uncomfortable during this workout because like it's kind of a weird feeling when your nips are slipping out, but it is what it is, man. It's not a big deal, man. It's not a problem to have big nips, man. Big titties, man. You got to have big titties as a bodybuilder. So yeah, that's the end of this set. Burning out. And we hit like 25, 26, maybe 27, and we almost fail. So yeah. All right, guys, moving on to the final chest exercise. If I didn't mention it before, every pressing movement is 2 heavy sets of 6 to 8, and then 1 back down set of 8 to 12, with a rest pause set on that hammer strength incline that we just did. Here, I'm aiming for 12 to 15 reps, though, on the high to low flies. Just really trying to get a good stretch and a really good contraction. Obviously, I could go heavier, but it's not about the weight here. It's about the stretch and the contraction, no doubt about it. And if you'll notice, I'm not like trying to just directly push my hands together in a bent motion. That was a warm up set there, and I'm going to up the weight here and do a second warm up set. And I'll show you guys my working set too. But I'm really trying to let my elbows do that final push and almost flex my chest at the end instead of just bringing my hands together at the end. Because that kind of defeats the contraction. I'm also trying to keep the handles as neutral as possible. I don't want to have them pronated or supinated. I just want to have them neutral. So that means no overhand, no underhand, just neutral. And those are my 2 warm-up sets, and then we get into 3 working sets. I will show you guys one of those here right now. All right, guys, here we go. Working sets, cable flies. I was doing almost the whole stack here. This is on 1.5 speed, so trying to speed up the rest of this video for you guys just to get to the posing. But here we go. Almost held it a little bit neutral, a little bit pronated, but mostly neutral. And just trying to get that last flex through the chest, This stack's not very heavy, and that's why I'm doing the full stack. I think it's about 50 pounds in each hand is what I'm doing here, which is not too heavy for me. It's just the problem is balancing. It's not like how heavy the weight is off my chest. It's just balancing, keeping all that weight on that front foot. But good set there. That was and hit a little pose here. Not the best lighting, but we'll hit something real quick for you. Little something, little back double. Yeah. All right, guys, final 3 movements. And this is my favorite tricep movement. This is just a standard straight bar tricep pushdown. As you see, I had to switch the attachment out for a straight bar. And I believe these that I filmed are just warm-up sets, but I perform all my warm-up sets exactly the same as my working sets. You'll see I don't let the bar just kind of go all the way up to my head. I kind of keep it in this really tight range of motion. It doesn't look like a lot of range of motion, but I just keep it really tight just to feel the stretch of my tricep and the contraction. Nothing more, because once you go past that stretch, you take all that tension off your tricep, and you're no longer working your tricep, you're working more of your delts. So not more of your delts, but you're working some delt, and you don't want to feel any delt in this movement. You just want to feel tricep. So I warm up with about 20 pounds, 40 pounds. I think this is probably 60 right here. Just doing a couple reps of each before we get into our working set of 80 pounds. And I think I forgot to record a working set for this exercise, but this looks very similar to this, just all the way to failure. So yeah, just stay tuned for the next exercise, which I believe is a easy bar skull crusher. If I didn't get a video of this, but we'll see. We will see. I guess I totally lied. I totally lied, and I did get a working set. So here that is right here. This is 80 pounds straight bar pushdowns. Nothing heavy. Like it's really not heavy. I see people doing the whole stack, and I'm like, that's super impressive. But are you really feeling that in your triceps? Like by this point in the workout, you got to understand it's not an arm day; it's a chest day. So I'm burnt out, and I'm just trying to get a tricep pump. I'm not trying to necessarily fatigue myself because the chest workout already did that. I'm just trying to get a really good tricep pump, go to failure with a weight that I can manage, not a weight that I'm forcing and using my whole body to push down. I'm trying to keep my form pretty strict here, and just have the best form as possible and complete these reps really well. Aiming for 12 to 15 reps. I believe I hit 13 or 14 here. I've never been counting in my head. I'm just trying to focus and give you guys the cues. But as I said in the last clip, I give you guys some cues with the stretch and the contraction. So don't try to go up too high or too low on the contraction and the stretch. All right, guys, this is it. This is it. I know I've said all right, guys, about 75 times in this video, and I know you guys are devastated because this is the end. This is the end. This is the last time you're going to hear from me tonight. And then we're going to get into the outro, which is just me posing. So, yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. This is just easy bar skull crushers. And I aim to go right behind my head. I picked up the wrong bar here because I'm a literal doofus. Look at that doofus, bruh. But I just aim to go right behind my head. I don't try to go behind the bench because then I find that I overstretch and I feel it too much in my delt. I'm just trying to feel it in my triceps here, so just going right behind my head allows me to feel that. So this is a 70-pound straight bar. I'm not too strong on the easy bar or skull crusher front. So yeah, but I really appreciate you guys watching. Let me know if you guys want to see a full day of eating or anything in the future from me, my supplements, anything that I do, literally anything in my life, and I will show you guys. So. If you guys like this format of videos, I can do this with every single day in my split, and that's what I plan on doing. And I'll make them shorter, I'll make them longer. I'll do whatever you guys want me to do. So, as you can see, going all the way to failure here, that chest pump is still gnarly. Like you can see the chest move on these reps. Like I think you can. I thought I did like when I was watching the video, but anyway, regardless, like I got milkers. So, yeah. Again, thank you guys for watching, and let's run that posing clip.
Você quer sexo agressivo, vou deixar sua bunda ardendo, vou dar tapa, 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 Quatro paredes, eu vou cagar contigo. Oi, quatro paredes, eu vou cagar contigo. Oi.